Welcome back to our 100 days of Python challenge, and day 7 is here. And I am super excited to review all the takeaways. This week we have covered a lot, right? From getting Python installed and running with the most basic of syntax, while explaining data types, to learning about something numbers. But still very important components along with casting methods in Python. Okay, let's quickly recap the session from day 1 to day 6. It's time to day 1. Python introduction. Just what is Python? Python is a popular programming language. It was created by Guido van Rossum and released in 1991. It's used for web development software, mathematics, system scripting, etc. And Python syntax. Python syntax is very simple, and Python was designed for readability and has some similarities to English language with influence from mathematics. Python uses new lines to complete a command line, which often use semicolons or parentheses for other languages. Python relies on indentation using white spaces to define scope, such as scope of loops, functions, classes. Other programming languages often use curly braces for this purpose. Just install the Python using python.org. Day 2 over here we covered Python syntax and indentation in day 2. Just basic syntax. Python syntax can be executed directly in the command line or saved in .py file and executed. Example: print brackets open, double quotes, hello world, and double quotes, bracket closed. And coming to indentation. Indentation is crucial in Python. It defines the scope of loops, functions, and conditionals. Consistent use of spaces, typically 4, or tab space, is necessary to avoid syntax errors, as you can see in the example. In day 3, so far we are covered comments and variables. Single line comments start with #. Multi-line comments can be created using triple quotes, as you see in the example. Variables are created by assigning a value using the assignment operator. We generally call it equals to sign. No explicit declaration is needed. That's it. In day 4, so far we covered Python data types. As you can see in the notes, there are several types of data types, which are primary data types, text type, string, numeric type, int, float, complex, sequence type, list, tuple, range, mapping type, dictionary, set type, set, frozen set, boolean type, it's boolean, binary type, bytes, byte array, memory view, and lastly none type, it's none type. And that's it for the data types. You can go through the notes. It's very brief and very convenient. In day 5 we covered Python numbers and casting. Python supports integers, floating point numbers, and complex numbers. Use type function to verify data type of a variable. Coming to casting, conversion between types of integer to float or float to integer, like that, string, and we can use many for every data type, have its own function. Using int function, we can change the data type into integer. By using float function, we can change the data type into float type, and we can check again with the type function. As you can see in the notes, just go through once. That's it. Coming to day 6, Python strings. Strings can be defined using single or double quotes. As you know, as you see in the example, print hello, like print bracket open, parenthesis, hello, bracket close, that's it. Multi-line strings. Use triple quotes for multi-line strings. Example, triple quotes, as you can write a documentation, and closing with the triple quotes. String operations. Strings are arrays of characters accessible via indexing. String methods. There are several methods as you can see. Somewhere are upper, lower, strip, replace, split, and more on. String formatting. Using format function, we can format the string. Escape characters. Escape characters can use in the middle of the strings. We can use the function of escape characters using backslashes. It's a special character, you know. So we just covered from day 1 to day 6. So I just advise to keep revising these things and do coding practice daily. A lot more interesting topics are yet to come. Stay connected with us through our upcoming Python journey. Keep practicing and see you for one more day, and that's day 8.